Tears of regret. Nurse. And welcome to the beer garden on a 38-degree day in front of the dead Grand Fig and the fireless pit. And if you're here because you like beer, and let's be honest, why else would you be here? Please tap that subscribe button down below because you know me, I have low self-esteem and approval from strangers on the internet. Makes me feel better about myself. All right, up this round today by overwhelming request, Colt 45. 91.5% water and $6.99 for a 6-pack of pints. Yes, high gravity, crisp and smooth with bold flavor. Colt 45 High Gravity stands alone. A real American classic lager since 1963. Every time. Their words, not mine. There we go. Hey, let me know the town and state or town and country where you are watching from. As a matter of fact, I love reading where my viewers live. I've made a note here on the back of my sold-out Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review coaster set. Shout out to Springdale, Arkansas, tuning us in. Idaho Falls, Idaho. Greenville, South Carolina. Let's take it international to Glasgow, Scotland. Watching the Brew Review. Thank you guys for checking us out. All right. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see what we got on Colt 45, the American classic. Billy D. Williams. Do we have a Billy D. Williams clip? Can we put that in here? All right, fantastic. I had to go back and look in the over 220 brew reviews to date to see if I did Colt 45. I saw it on the shelf of the package store the other day, and I was going, oh my gosh, I've never done Colt 45. So let's go ahead and pick up that, like I said, 6-pack of pints for $6.99. Go ahead and give it a pour out of the green label sold out of Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass. And no haters, don't yell at me and tell me that my glass is dirty. I just hand washed it myself. That is the effervescent bubbles that is the Colt 45. Look at that color. All indication of a urinary tract infection. Look at that. Yeah, that's what a dehydrated bladder looks like. Let's go ahead and give it a nose, shall we? And while I'm nosing the Colt 45, tell me what beer you're enjoying while you're watching this video. I enjoy reading the town and state, town and country where you're from, and also whatever beer you're drinking as well. Like I said, it's a 38-degree, cold, breezy day here in the beer garden. The Colt 45 is very cold, and it's hard to get any notes out of this at all. I am pulling out some notes of shame, perhaps regrettable tears, urine-stained underwear. That's kind of what I'm going. You know, whenever I see Colt 45 or I think Colt 45, I don't know what it is, but I just think homeless man on the corner. You know, he's there laying on his piece of cardboard, and he's got his little box there asking for change, and probably one of these somewhere is close to his head. But other than that, I'm getting just a very heavy alcohol, and again, it's 8.5%. Maybe a little bit of a fruitiness to it, so I don't know. All right, town and state, town and country where you're watching from. Let me also know what brew you're drinking while you're watching this. I'm going to be rating Colt 45 out of 5 stars. How good a cheap brew is it? That's coming up at the end of this video. Time for the liquid to hit the lips. Cheers. I gotta take a break. It is so cold. Colt 45 is so cold. Tears coming to my eye. Tears of regret. Oh gosh. Nurse. Oh. Oh, right. Wow. That is something. The weird taste that's laying right in the middle of my tongue. That's what she said. I am shocked to see the lacing that is on my glass. If you're new to beer drinking, lacing is the white foam that sticks to the inside of your glass. And typically, if you have lacing in your beer, that's signs of quality ingredients or quality in the brewing process. That's what I've been taught. Really? Hold up the can, they say. Colt 45 quality? All right, I got that weird taste in the middle of my tongue. It is a very a weird taste. Yeah, it's strange. It's not awful, but it's very sweet. Nice nurse. Like I said, very, very sweet. And that must be chalked up to that 8.5%. I'm looking for any sort of ingredient list here. Latrobe, Pennsylvania is where this was brewed in through the Heilman Brewing Company. Isn't that the one that does old style? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. Old Latrobe, I know that that's where Rolling Rock was brewed for many years, and also Memphis, Tennessee. Huh. How about that? Anyway, no real ingredient list on this. High gravity, Colt 45. Weird taste. All right. I have to be honest in saying that it is not as bad as I was anticipating the taste. It is sweet. It is cheap. I wouldn't be caught drinking this in public. That's why I drink alone here in the beer garden in the presence of the Grand Fig and the Fireless Pit. But the bang for your buck you get for Colt 45 high gravity, $6.99 again for a 6-pack of pints, 8.5% alcohol. Really not that bad. I hate to say it. I'm ashamed to say it. Don't tell anybody I said that. So out of 5 stars, I'm going to score this in just a couple of minutes. Who would be drinking this? Like I said, homeless people. Yeah, transients, carpetbaggers. That's about it. Yeah, I wouldn't show up at a party or, say, throw a party and say, hey, yeah, why don't you grab yourself a Colt 45 out of the fridge there? People be, I don't know. It is so old school, not the beer, but the old school, that's the old style, but the old school kind of Colt 45, it may raise some eyebrows. It is kind of a throwback beer, so maybe if you did pull this out of a cooler, people may say, hey, what's up with that guy? Yeah, I would put it in the line of like a Mickey's malt liquor. It does taste very malt liquor-y, even though it calls itself a lager. So it's lager brewed, but yeah, it tastes like a malt liquor. So who really would be drinking this? Somebody on an extreme budget who wants a hard buzz now. That's who would be drinking. So out of 5, if that sounds like you, hey, knock yourself out. Grab yourself some Colt 45. Would I drink this again? Yeah, perhaps. Again, I wouldn't be broadcasting it necessarily, but hey, it may be kind of a kitschy little fun thing to throw in the Yeti and throw some people off when you're having a party. So out of 5 stars, how good a cheap brew is Colt 45? The number that pops into my head right off the top is I've got to put it on a 3 shelf. It's not great. It is kind of smooth. So I'm going 3.36 out of 5 stars. So, hey, there you go. Hit me up down below. Let me know what you think of that score, town and state, town and country where you are viewing from. And please check out some more of my brew reviews. Over 1.2 million views to date in the life of this channel. We just kicked off a few years ago. So, hey, and also, thank you for the suggestion and the request for Colt 45. Let me know what other brews you would like me to review. And while you're at it, check out some over 220 some brews on this channel when you subscribe. So, in the meantime, I will see you in the next brew review. Thank you for your views, sub, and support. Cheers.